Hello and welcome to episode number 94 of WITM. It is time for a main roster pay-per-view for the Raw and SmackDown brands. Half an hour or so after the real-life version, it is time to get extreme, hardcore wrestling for you tonight because it is time for Extreme Rules emanating from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And while I wait for Gerald and Andrew at their watch party to get tuned in here, we have 12 matches altogether on the card. I have 5 on one save and 7 on the other save, including the 2 WITM matches we have are on the other save. We'll start off with the non-WITM matches that we have on the save with 5 matches while we wait for Gerald and Andrew to come in, and we'll jot down these results. So just bear with me a moment and I'll start reading off some results from our Extreme Rules matches. Alright, looks like Gerald and Andrew are here at their watch party. We're just going to start things off by simming 5 of the non-WITM matches I have on the first save. I have Extreme Rules on 2 different saves, one with 5 matches that are all non-WITM matches, and the other has the other 7 matches that are all WITM matches. So let's start off with the first save's results. Peyton Royce, accompanied by Billie Kay, the Iconics, defended the SmackDown Women's Championship against Charlotte, and Peyton Royce was successful in defending her SmackDown Women's Championship. Bobby Lashley defeated Mike Kanellis in a 30-minute Iron Man match to remain the Intercontinental Champion. And then we had some non-title matches from the Raw brand. I randomly, just like I did for Gerald's match over on SmackDown, I randomly selected some of the top Raw superstars to possibly compete in a non-title match, the first of which is Finn Balor taking on Roman Reigns, with Finn Balor picking up the victory. Then inside of a steel cage, Jinder Mahal getting upset victory over the Monster Among Men, Braun Strowman. And then in an Extreme Rules matchup, Bobby Roode picked up a victory over No Way Jose. Now, before we get into our other save and our 2 WITM matches, which are Gerald and Nakamura in a non-title tables matchup, and then Corey taking on Kevin Owens in an Extreme Rules match for the Universal Championship. During the kickoff show, we have an interview with both the challenger and champion, Corey and Kevin Owens, for our Universal Championship match. We're probably going to have the interviews from now on when we have, at the very least, major title matches, whether it's on Raw, SmackDown, 205 Live, NXT, or a pay-per-view. So if you've got a title match coming up or a pay-per-view match coming up and you'd like to do an interview or promo segment, let me or Andrew know and we will get that set up. First, we are going to hear from the challenger, Corey. What does he have to say going into his Universal Championship opportunity at Extreme Rules? And we're just going to have to settle for that picture because that's the closest thing the game has to an interview. So, Renee Young interviewing Corey as he prepares for his Universal Championship matchup tonight. I'm here with the number 1 contender to Universal Championship, Corey. Corey, here tonight at Extreme Rules, you challenge Kevin Owens for the Universal Championship. Now we know it's been a long and hard journey for you to get to this point, after you lost your WWE Championship and main roster spot against Andrew 1 year and a half ago at WrestleMania 33. You've often stated that your goal has been to redeem yourself in the eyes of the WWE Universe, and also to claim a major championship once again. Could you talk briefly about your journey to get to this point, and also your thoughts heading into tonight's match? Corey responds, as a WWE superstar, you never want to let fear or doubt creep into your head. But I must be honest and admit that there was a point in time when I was in NXT where I thought I may never get this opportunity again. That maybe I should just hang up my boots and try again in another wrestling organization. With that fear and doubt in my mind, I started off with a 0-6 record in NXT after losing everything I achieved on the main roster. But then, I got back into the right mindset, reconciled with Andrew, and with his help, got on the right track. I returned the favor this past WrestleMania when I got some payback on Vince and helped out Andrew in the Cruiserweight division, and now here I am with an opportunity to become Universal Champion tonight. And I can think of no better place to do it than right here in the City of Champions, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. A city I love, just 2 hours away from my hometown. My family and friends are all in attendance, and I plan on having a celebration with them tonight after I become the new Universal Champion. Renee Young asked another question. Now, Corey, despite the fact that you had to climb up from the very bottom to get to this point, there are still many people in the WWE Universe, and even some superstars backstage, that feel that you do not deserve to challenge for the Universal Championship tonight, pointing out the fact that you have just one win on Monday Night Raw under your belt since WrestleMania. What do you have to say to those critics? Corey responds again. Look, I get it. Having one win on Raw in a 4-month period probably doesn't make me the most deserving #1 contender. However, the man I'm challenging tonight, Kevin Owens, has already beaten a who's who of current and former Raw superstars. Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Finn Balor, Jinder Mahal, Gerald, Braun Strowman, even Brock Lesnar have all come up short against Kevin Owens when the Universal title is on the line. So if I can be the man to finally beat him, there should be no doubt in anyone's mind that I am a deserving Universal Champion. Anyone who has a problem with that can come and face me in the ring, because I am the Holy Warrior, and I am always battle ready. Renee Young speaks. Confident words from your #1 contender to Universal Championship. Good luck in your match tonight, Corey. And Corey responds with a thank you. Alright, so we've heard from the challenger in our Universal Championship matchup tonight. Now let's hear from the defending champion, Kevin Owens. Renee Young asked Kevin a question. If I can get him in the scene here. Alright, well, I guess I'll have to set that up real quick. I do apologize. It worked when I set it up last night. Shouldn't be too long. I just need to get a picture of her interviewing Kevin Owens. The magic of live streaming. Just bear with this loading screen. Insert Jeopardy theme here. There we go. Alright, now Renee Young asks Kevin Owens a question. I'm here with the defending Universal Champion, Kevin Owens. Kevin, tonight you defend your Universal Championship against Corey. What are your thoughts heading into your title defense tonight? Kevin responds, Renee, like Corey himself said, the list of superstars I've successfully defended this title against already are a who's who of the top Raw superstars. Corey, on the other hand, is lucky to even make an appearance on Raw, let alone be a top Raw superstar. Renee, I've defeated Brock Lesnar. I defeated Gerald when he was unstoppable. I've walked into the Elimination Chamber and came out still champion. So taking on Corey, some jobber from main event, that will be a cakewalk. Renee responds, judging by your previous answer, I can assume that you're in the camp of superstars who believes Corey is undeserving of this title match? Kevin responds, absolutely, Renee. See, Corey is a has-been at best. Maybe at one point he was something, when he was a WWE champion. But then he got his behind handed to him by a Cruiserweight at WrestleMania 33, and he gave that all up. Since then, I've taken over as the face of this company. Corey struggled in NXT, and only made it out because his little buddy Andrew and Vince McMahon had to help him. And now, since returning to Raw, he's been exposed for the has-been that he is. Then, after a month of sitting on his couch at home, he comes back and beats some nobody, and somehow gets gifted a title match for it. Or even stayed on the couch and reminisced about your glory days of the past. Because I'm the man now, I'll destroy you just like I did all the actual talent on Raw, and Raw will remain the Kevin Owens Show. Renee responds, thank you, Kevin. Best of luck defending your title tonight. Alright, so we get a little bit of background there heading into our Universal Championship matchup tonight. One of two WITM matches we have for you here at Extreme Rules. Corey versus Kevin Owens for the Universal Championship. But before we get into that match, we have some non-title hardcore wrestling for you between the man that Kevin Owens defeated months ago to become Universal Champion, Gerald, and the new real-life United States Champion, Shinsuke Nakamura. That should be a good matchup. Andrew coming up with a great idea to reward superstars who didn't necessarily hold a championship or number one contendership going into a pay-per-view, but still managed to be in the top 6 of their division with non-title opportunities at pay-per-views. We're seeing the first WITM example of this here, with Gerald getting a non-title match at Extreme Rules against Shinsuke Nakamura, obviously another top opponent on SmackDown that didn't earn a title match.
And we're starting this card off with some fireworks. Let's do this.
Singles match coming up next.
We'll set the momentum to slow.
The match we have next is going to be awesome. Stay where you are.
We have a real fan favorite taking on some tough competition.
Get ready for flying bodies and furniture.
Alright, so Gerald coming in, he's struggled a little bit as of late, coming in with a record of 4-7, but not entirely his own fault. He has suffered 2 injuries in the past 2 months. So Gerald trying to recover from those injuries as well as the loss of his United States Championship. A win here at Extreme Rules against the talented Shinsuke Nakamura in a hardcore tables match should put Gerald in a pretty good position as we approach our pay-per-view following this one, SummerSlam, to perhaps earn another title opportunity. Alright, so let's get our matchup underway, our first of 2 WITM matches tonight. A tables match between Shinsuke Nakamura and Gerald. Now would be a good time to grab a snack or have a bathroom break or whatever, because Shinsuke Nakamura is going to have about a 4-minute long entrance that isn't even going to have any music to it. So, just warning you ahead of time. Anyway, let's get this matchup underway.
following contest is a tables match. The only way to win is to place your opponent through a table. Making his way to the ring from Kyoto, Japan, weighing in at 220 pounds, Shinsuke Nakamura.
One of the brightest stars in WWE today, making his way to the ring, Shinsuke Nakamura.
And I don't care how big or how bad you are, there's almost no beating Shinsuke Nakamura.
What about you, Byron? He obviously looks good physically, but do you think he's mentally prepared for tonight's match?
If he's not, we're going to find out very early on. Guys have a way of smelling intimidation and taking advantage of it. If your head's not at 100%, you're in big trouble. It's that simple.
And his opponent, from Grand Rapids, Michigan, weighing in at 225 pounds, Gerald.
And it's finally time, guys, for the tables match.
I've been looking forward to this one, Michael, and I know these superstars have been too, though I'm willing to bet one of them will have changed their tune after it's over.
And I'd add that he certainly has his work cut out for him here tonight. Would you agree, Byron?
Yeah, this isn't going to be easy for him, that's for sure.
Here we go. This tables match is underway.
Here we go, fellas. I've been looking forward to this one for quite some time.
Starts off on the attack.
As we get started, let me just say that it's so great to be back in Pittsburgh, the hometown of one of the greatest of all time, Bruno Sammartino.
Nakamura biding his time before hitting Gerald with a stomp to the head. There's a knee to the hip, and Nakamura's not done. There's another, and another. Nakamura forces Gerald to his feet. There's an Irish whip into the ropes. And reversal by Gerald. Nakamura up for a reverse DDT. Gerald looking for the knee to the back. Nakamura evades and hits the SKO takedown. Nakamura getting fired up already. There's a kick to send Gerald back down to the mat and now up to his feet. There's a punch from Nakamura.
He looks a bit off
And a
his game
suplex.
here. With these two guys,
Gerald heading to the apron to take some time to recover.
Hey, I love the way he competes with so much
Trying to use the ropes to get back up as Nakamura buys his time. And predictably, it's over. Gerald was standing right in front of a table. Nakamura waiting for Gerald to recover, then hitting the spear. And just like that, Shinsuke Nakamura is your winner.
Big win here to start the show.
Yeah, the performance put forth in that match tells me we're looking at somebody who will someday, very soon, be competing in the main event.
Plenty more action still to come here tonight, folks.
Can we get a better angle of that or something? Not that we want to see Gerald losing over and over again, but jeez. Okay, I think we've seen that enough times, but geez, that was not expected there. Gerald on the apron recovering. Great awareness by Nakamura, spearing Gerald off of the apron right into a table. And we were hoping for a bit of a longer match than that. We're already about to go into our second and final match of the night.
As good as the last match, too.
Are
Singles
imitating
on tap right now.
life there in real life tonight on Extreme Rules. Nakamura faced Jeff Hardy for the United States Championship and beat him after 4 seconds with a low blow. So at least we have a quick match tonight. At least this time it was a fair match and not scripted by the game like when Andrew defended his title that one time, or had a title match that one night, but jeez, that was not expected. The entrance is about 10 times longer than the match. Anyway, it is what it is, I guess. Extreme Rules rolls on. Gerald's going to drop down to a record of 4-8. Alright, moving on. Alexa Bliss remains Raw Women's Champion by defeating Mickie James. Sanity is going to remain SmackDown Tag Team Champions. They defeated Team Hell No, Daniel Bryan and Kane. So far, so good for all the defending champions. The Revival remaining Raw Tag Team Champions after defeating Ziggler and McIntyre. Again, a successful title defense. Andrade Cien Almas defeating Samoa Joe. Alright, will Corey be able to break the trend of champions retaining? He's going to be taking on the Universal Champion, Kevin Owens. Let's get that loading screen underway.
The championship is up for grabs. Coming up next, we have a real fan favorite versus Kevin Owens.
All right, as we heard before, Corey, this match is a year and a half in the making. Of course, we know the story. We've heard it a million times, but just to recap, heading into this match, Corey was once a two-time WWE champion, very successful on SmackDown Live, but he let his ego and jealousy get to him, and at WrestleMania 33 in WITM Season 3, he put everything on the line. His spot on SmackDown Live, his WWE Championship on the line against Andrew in a 3 Stages of Hell series. Lost after 2 matches, went down to bottom of NXT, but has worked his way up a year and a half later to this point. A Universal Championship opportunity against Kevin Owens. Now, somewhat of a controversial opportunity because Corey is 1-6 on Monday Night Raw since WrestleMania. His four of his 5 wins have come on main events, the Raw Minor Show, but the rankings around him just happen exactly how he needed them to. Corey has earned this title opportunity fair and square, and will he finally reach his goal of being a major champion once again tonight against a man who has dominated every show he has been on ever since WITM Season 2, over 2 years ago, the current Universal Champion, Kevin Owens. Let's get this Universal Championship matchup underway.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Universal Championship. Introducing the challenger, from Erie, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 296 pounds, Corey. Introducing the champion, from Maryville, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 266 pounds. He is the WWE Universal Champion, Kevin Owens.
Get ready for some WWE magic.
There is surprise on the line. Corey has made it his goal for the past year and a half to get back to where he once was. The top of the mountain, a major champion. He has this opportunity with a hometown, or at least home state advantage, to do that tonight. In an Extreme Rules, no disqualification, hardcore match with a man who has dominated any show he has been on, be it Raw or SmackDown or ECW, ever since WITM Season 2, Kevin Owens.
Check out Kevin Owens' offense.
Owens with a backbreaker.
Man, Kevin Owens,
there's a knee to the hip of Corey. Owens coming in on paper with a massive advantage. He's number 3 in the power rankings. He'll probably likely out of 100 overall. Corey coming in at 79 overall. So on paper, Corey with really no chance here. But can he overcome the odds and become a champion? Corey looking to surprise Owens with a quick pin there. Gets a 1.5, which is pretty good for early on in the match, but of course not good enough to become Universal Champion. Corey
it's obvious to me
with
that
some
the
technical
WWE
offense here. Submission to the head of Owens, trying to soften up perhaps for a future crossface.
Out of the submission.
Color me surprised, Michael.
There's a reversal by Corey. Forces Owens to his feet. Reversal by Owens with a strike to the back. And a DDT. Corey's legs catching the bottom rope a bit there. Stomp to the back.
Here in the match for him.
He just has to make sure this doesn't get too
Corey
out of hand
forced
for
to a knee. There's a strike from
momentum
Owens.
has a way of permanently
and
swinging
forces
one way.
Corey up.
That's what he wants to avoid here.
I know it's
and
early,
hits another
but
big
he has to do
backbreaker.
everything in his power not to let this get out of hand.
Attacking the arm of Corey. Again going after that arm.
While the WWE Universe may not agree with Kevin Owens' approach, they certainly know he is not one to be taken
Owens
lightly.
tossing Corey on that top rope and goes for cover. Does he one?
Kick out.
And Byron, he's still down after that.
Owens finding his style of the way and then goes into mounted punches. Again, targeting that head of Owens. There's a stomp to the elbow. Stomp to the leg. Owens with a reversal with a shoulder block. Forces Corey up.
A bad place to be.
And there's a backpack drop from Owens.
How much the challenger can sustain at this point.
If he wants to win this thing, he's going to need to make some changes here. There's no way he can stay in this match if he doesn't find a way to fend off this attack.
Hey,
Owens
there's a deck. There's a cannonball coming
with a cannonball. I believe that may be a signature move already from Owens. There's a stomp to the head. Owens, so far in this match, showing why he's been such a successful Universal Champion. But there's a reversal from Corey.
And
a swinging neck breaker.
Painful.
Corey trying to get the home stage crowd behind him. That's going to allow Owens to go on the attack. Oh, never mind. That was actually the offense for Corey.
Many see him as one of the greatest champions of this era. Tonight
Corey looking for a comeback sequence to score him a signature move if he's successful.
Had a plan and execute.
And he is.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
Will Corey go for a signature here?
Wow, I thought he was a goner.
No, he reverses
I believe he went for it, but it was reversed. Not good for Corey to have a signature maneuver reverse and give Owens a free move. He's already had a signature in this match.
Here we go, Kevin
and
Owens
he's looking for a finisher. Pop-up powerbomb incoming. There it is. Pop-up powerbomb. Center ring. Kevin Owens remains Universal Champion.
The champion retains.
So it's the quest to get back to top of the mountain is going to continue for Corey. Owens doing exactly what he said he was going to do, making easy work of Corey. Corey having opportunity to perhaps turn momentum in his favor with a blackout signature maneuver, but would be reversed by Owens. He'd capitalize with a pop-up powerbomb finisher, and it's going to be 0-2 for WIT members tonight,
Here's
Kevin
your
Owens
winner,
continues
and
his
still
dominant
WWE
reign as Universal Champion.
Champion, Kevin Owens.
You're looking at the winner of this one-on-one match.
Great effort from both these guys, Michael. I'm willing to bet this isn't the last time we see them square off.
The crowd here tonight certainly seemed to appreciate the efforts. What a great match.
All right, so unfortunately there will be no championship celebration tonight for Corey. His year-and-a-half-long quest for major championship gold is going to have to go on a little bit longer. Kevin Owens
It's now time for the Extreme
defeating
Rules
Corey
main
in
event.
dominant fashion.
Singles action on tap right now.
We do have one new champion, though. AJ Styles is going to defeat Kane to become the new WWE champion over on SmackDown Live. So only one title change tonight with AJ Styles becoming the new WWE champion. Both of our two WITM matches being pretty quick matches. Nakamura pulling that spear on the apron out of nowhere to make very quick work, unfortunately, of Gerald. And then Kevin Owens doing exactly what he said he was going to do in his interview, having an easy title defense against Corey. So how does that affect the rankings on Raw and SmackDown? Let's find out. We'll start off with the women. We'll start off with the SmackDown women. Peyton Royce defeated Charlotte to remain SmackDown Women's Champion. Charlotte moves down to number 2. So Peyton Royce remains champion. Number 1 contender is Mandy Rose. Number 2, Charlotte. Number 3, Sonya Deville. Number 4, Billie Kay. Number 5, Carmella. Number 6, Becky Lynch. Number 7, Asuka. Number 8, Naomi. Number 9, Lana. Now for the Raw women. Alexa Bliss defeated Mickie James to remain Raw Women's Champion. Mickie drops from number 1 contendership all the way down to number 5. And so your Raw Women's rankings. The champion Alexa Bliss, number 1 contender Bayley, number 2 Natalya, number 3 Sarah Logan, number 4 Sasha Banks, number 5 Mickie James, number 6 Ember Moon, number 7 Nia Jax, number 8 Ronda Rousey, number 9 Liv Morgan, number 10 Ruby Riott, and number 11 Dana Brooke. Now the tag team rankings. We'll actually start off with the SmackDown tag team titles. Sanity defeated Team Hell No to remain SmackDown tag team champions. Team Hell No moves down to number 3. So your SmackDown tag team rankings, the champion Sanity, number 1 contenders the Usos, number 2 Bludgeon Brothers, number 3 Team Hell No, number 4 The Club, number 5 The New Day, and number 6 The Bar. In the Raw tag team rankings, the Revival defeated Ziggler and McIntyre to remain Raw Tag Team Champions. Ziggler and McIntyre moved down to number 2, so your Raw Tag Team Champions are the Revival, number 1 contenders, the Ascension, number 2 Ziggler and McIntyre, number 3 Slater and Rhino, number 4 the Authors of Pain, number 5 Titus Worldwide, number 6 the Deleter of Worlds, number 7 the B Team. And now the mid-card titles. We'll start off with the Intercontinental Championship. Bobby Lashley defeated Mike Kanellis. Kanellis moves down to number 3. And also, Kevin Owens defeated Corey. Corey moves down to number 2. Finn Balor defeated Roman Reigns. Balor moves up to number 13. Reigns falls to number 5. Bobby Roode defeated No Way Jose. Everybody in the top 3 right now lost, so Bobby Roode moves straight up to the number 1 contendership. And I believe that's all the changes that needed made. Yes, that's it. So the Intercontinental Championship rankings, the champion, Bobby Lashley. Number 1 contender, Bobby Roode. Number 2, No Way Jose. Number 3, Corey. Number 4, Mike Kanellis. Number 5, Roman Reigns. Number 6, Constable Baron Corbin. Number 7, Dolph Ziggler. Number 8, Kurt Hawkins. Number 9, Seth Rollins. Number 10, Jinder Mahal. Number 11, Chad Gable. Number 12, Mojo Rawley. Number 13, Finn Balor. Oh, there is one more change I need to make. Mahal beats Strowman. Mahal moves up to number 9. Strowman falls to 15. Rollins at number 10. Gable at number 11. Rawley at number 12. Balor at number 13. Elias number 14. Strowman number 15. Ryder number 16. And Breeze number 17. And now the United States Championship rankings. Andrade Cien Almas defeats Samoa Joe to remain United States Champion. Samoa Joe moves down to number 3. We're going to take AJ Styles out of these rankings since he is the new WWE Champion. Since we don't double book people at pay-per-views. And Styles, of course, will be busy pay-per-views defending the WWE Championship. And then Shinsuke Nakamura defeated Gerald. Nakamura moves up to number 5. Gerald moves down to number 9. So your U.S. title rankings, the champion, Andrade Cien Almas. Number 1 contender, Rusev. Number 2, Samoa Joe. Number 3, Big E. Number 4, The Miz. Number 5, Shinsuke Nakamura. Number 6, Daniel Bryan. Number 7, Jeff Hardy. Number 8, Sin Cara. Number 9, Gerald. Number 10, R-Truth. Number 11, Aiden English. Number 12, Primo Cologne. And number 13, Ty Dillinger. And now the major championships, starting with the Universal Championship. Finn Balor defeated Roman Reigns. Balor moves up to number 5. Reigns falls to number 5, so Balor gets another spot. Jinder Mahal defeated Braun Strowman. Mahal becomes number 1 contender. Strowman remains at the bottom, number 6. Kevin Owens defeated Corey to remain Universal Champion. Owens is champion, and Corey falls to number 4. So your Universal Championship rankings, the champion, Kevin Owens. Number 1 contender, Jinder Mahal. Number 2, Seth Rollins. Number 3, Finn Balor. Number 4, Corey. Number 5, Roman Reigns. And number 6, Braun Strowman. And the WWE Championship rankings, we're going to take Kane out of those rankings. The former champion, because he pretty much just does tag team wrestling with Daniel Bryan now. So Shinsuke Nakamura defeated Gerald. Nakamura is number 1 contender. Gerald remains at number 5. The bottom until people like John Cena and Randy Orton return. That's why there's only 6 people right now, because they're recovering from injury. And then AJ Styles defeated Kane to remain the new champion. Styles is champion. Kane is no longer in these rankings. So Nakamura is number 1 contender. Rusev at number 2. Daniel Bryan number 3. Samoa Joe 4. And Gerald at number 5. Alright, will we see the former number 1 contender try in action on Raw? I guess first we have main event, which means we need to find a Cruiserweight matchup. So just bear with me while I set that up. One of course, the caveats about doing live streaming permanently now is things like this that I used to do off screen. I'm now part of the stream, so just bear with me a moment, please. Alright, so first we determine the stipulation. is going to be a tag team cruiserweight match on main event, and then the eligible cruiserweights ranked 6 and below in the cruiserweight division are Kalisto, Buddy Murphy, TJP, Arya Daivari, Drew Gulak, Akira Tozawa, Hideo Itami, Jack Gallagher, Brian Kendrick, Leo Rush, Noam Dar, and Tony Nese. And the cruiserweights participating in that tag team match on main event will be on one team. It's going to be Tony Nese,
Tony Reese,
and TJP.
TJP,
Taking on the team of Kalisto,
Kalisto,
and Akira Tozawa.
Akira Tozawa.
Thanks for bearing with me while we set that up. We will sim that as soon as it's done loading, and then do another quick rankings update, and then see if Corey will be wrestling on the main Raw card. So, No Way Jose picks up a victory over Kurt Hawkins. In the Cruiserweight matchup for main event, Kalisto and Akira Tozawa defeat Tony Nese and TJP. Natalya defeats Ruby Riott. And we'll see how that affects the rankings on Raw and 205 Live. We'll start off with the Intercontinental Championship rankings. No Way Jose defeated Kurt Hawkins. That will make No Way Jose the new #1 contender. And Kurt Hawkins falls to number 9. We're not going to read it all off again, just the changes in the rankings. No Way Jose is the #1 contender. Bobby Roode moves down to number 2. And Jinder Mahal is now number 8. Kurt Hawkins moves down to number 9. The Raw women's rankings. Natalya defeated Ruby Riott. That will make Natalya #1 contender. Ruby Riott falls down to the bottom, number 11. So the change is there. Natalya moves up to number 1 from number 2, making Bayley the number 2 contender. And Dana Brooke moves up 1 spot to number 10, and Ruby Riott moves to the bottom, number 11. And in the Cruiserweight rankings, Kalisto and Akira Tozawa defeated Tony Nese and TJP. Kalisto moves up to number 5. Tozawa moves up to number 10. TJP falls to number 9. And Tony Nese reigns at the bottom, number 17. We will read off the whole Cruiserweight rankings because we haven't done those yet. Lince Dorado is the Cruiserweight champion and the #1 contender, Mustafa Ali. Number 2, Mark Andrews. Number 3, the former champion, Andrew Spudstrong. Number 4, Cedric Alexander. Number 5, Kalisto. Number 6, Grand Metalik. Number 7, Buddy Murphy. Number 8, Arya Daivari. Number 9, TJP. Number 10, Akira Tozawa. Number 11, Drew Gulak. Number 12, Hideo Itami. Number 13, Jack Gallagher. Number 14, Brian Kendrick. Number 15, Leo Rush. Number 16, Noam Dar. And number 17, Tony Nese. Now we move on to Monday Night Raw's main show. Will we see Corey in action, trying to bounce back from his defeat at Extreme Rules? And it looks like it's another tag team and women heavy card, so probably not. And Corey will not be in action tomorrow night on Raw. So we no stream tomorrow night, and we will sim again. I apologize for you guys having to sit through all these rankings updates, but that's sort of live streaming is all the boring stuff they used to edit out we have to sit through now. So Slater and Rhino defeated the Authors of Pain. McIntyre and Ziggler defeated Titus Worldwide. The Revival defeated the Ascension. Ronda Rousey defeated Nia Jax with no decision for Dana Brooke. Natalya picked up a non-title victory over Raw Women's Champion Alexa Bliss with no decision for Mickie James or Ember Moon. And Kevin Owens defeated Jinder Mahal in non-title action. And how does that affect the rankings on... Oh, and one more match. Sorry. Roman Reigns picked up a non-title victory over Intercontinental Champion Bobby Lashley. And how does that affect the rankings on Raw? Let's find out. Ronda Rousey defeated Nia Jax with no decision for Dana Brooke. Rousey moves up to number 6. Jax falls to number 9. Brooke remains at number 10 with no decision. Natalya defeated Alexa Bliss to remain Raw Women's Champ, that's a non-title victory, rather. Natalya remains number 1 contender. Bliss remains champion. James stays at number 5. Moon stays at number 7. And again, I'm not going to read it all off. Just the only changes, really, is Ronda Rousey moving up to number 6. Ember Moon falling down to number 7. And Nia Jax falling down to number 9. In the Raw Tag Team Division, Slater and Rhino defeated the Authors of Pain. But Ziggler and McIntyre won as well. So Ziggler and McIntyre move up to number 1. Slater and Rhino move up to number 2. Authors of Pain fall to number 5, but Titus Worldwide lost as well. So Titus Worldwide moves down to number 6. Authors of Pain move down to number 5. And pretty much the whole thing changed there, so I will read that off. The Revival are Raw Tag Team Champions. Ziggler and McIntyre are number 1 contenders. Slater and Rhino number 2. The Ascension number 3. Leader of Worlds 4. Authors of Pain 5. Titus Worldwide 6. The B Team number 7. In the Intercontinental Championship rankings, Kevin Owens defeated Jinder Mahal. Mahal falls down to number 9. Owens is not in these rankings. Roman Reigns defeated Bobby Lashley. That is a non-title victory. So Reigns moves up 2 spots to number 2. So your Intercontinental title rankings, the champion, Bobby Lashley. Number 1 contender, No Way Jose. Number 2, Roman Reigns. Or I guess we don't need to read the whole thing off again. Just the changes. Reigns is now at number 2 with his non-title victory. Rude is at number 3. Corey moves down to number 4. And I don't think Mahal moved down to number 9. Those are all the changes. I'm going to read off the rankings 3 different times in full. And the Universal title rankings, Kevin Owens defeated Jinder Mahal. Owens remains champion. Mahal falls to number 5. And Roman Reigns defeated Bobby Lashley. Reigns moves up to number 3. Corey falls to number 4. So the rankings, Reigns is now number 3. Corey moved down to number 4. And Mahal moved down to number 5. Alright, now we move on to SmackDown Live, where we see Gerald in action on Tuesday night. We will, and it's going to be a huge opportunity for him because it's going to be a non-title match against the man who defeated him a few weeks ago for the United States Championship, Andrade Cien Almas. So big opportunity for Gerald. Andrade Cien Almas is the United States champion, so if Gerald can beat Almas in a non-title match, then he will move up at least 2 spots in the United States Championship rankings. And if there's a real-life United States Championship match on Tuesday night on SmackDown in real life, that match will become a United States Championship match. So we'll be paying close attention to SmackDown on Tuesday to see if we will be having a non-title match between Andrade Cien Almas and Gerald, or a title match between Andrade Cien Almas and Gerald. Either way, it's a huge opportunity for Gerald to bounce back from his recent struggles. Well, then also, if Andrew is in action on 205 Live, we will have that match for you as well, because Tuesday nights are a 2-for-1 special, SmackDown Live and 205 Live. So no stream tomorrow night, because Corey is not going to be in action this week. So Tuesday night, Gerald versus Almas, either non-title or for the U.S. title, depending on what happens in real life. And also Andrew in action on 205 Live. That is going to do it for episode number 94. If you would like to... I'm sorry it wasn't the most exciting of pay-per-views, but it is what it is. You never know what the game's going to dish out. If you would like to become a WITM member and jump into the action yourself, head on over to the link in the description for our WITM website. That's where you're going to find information on how you can have your own WWE with your own entrance, storylines, character, the works. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you not miss a single WITM stream. Until episode number 95, which will be Tuesday nights at 11 o'clock, with Gerald in action and Andrew in action. This is Corey with WITM Call Wrestling, signing off. Thanks everybody for tuning in.